Sir, I've equipped a Rommel tank with null sig defense from that stealth data core. It isn't the most maneuverable thing.
Stealth, huh?
With its cannon and new stealth system, we should be able to move in and find the Major.
So, I hope you guys are ready for a sneaking mission in a tank.
I mean,
absolutely
the
not.
Does not look like Solid Snake.
Well, let's just say nobody will be around to yell at me.
Solid tank?
You'll be able to skirt the high ground and use the Rommel's cannon to your advantage by sniping.
This mission's terrible, by the way. I get us out of the tank as quick as we can, but we have a Predator cloak.
Which does activate in a very cool way.
It still takes 2 shots to actually do damage. And the guns on this thing are as unsatisfying as you can imagine. I hate this tank so much.
I don't see the problem.
They snuck up on me.
For whatever weird reason, like that Comstar symbol making a thing reminds me of the new Master of Orion. Which, by the way, Robokai, thank you again for buying that for me around the Christmas time last year, because I've been having a huge amount of fun with it. But it can still just be like kind of weirdly symbolic in the same way.
Oh.
So
House
yeah.
Diner.
Just
the tank can't go up hills.
Nope.
And there's helicopters, so that's about as fun as it seems. I took out the wall, I didn't hit the helicopter.
No, this thing doesn't look very accurate. The only thing accurate so far has been your statement that this tank sucks.
Tank's bad.
God damn it!
There we go.
Are you trying to imitate me right now? A little bit.
A little bit.
My frustration is one for the ages.
So there's 2 downsides to this tank. And the first is that it doesn't have aim assist. The second is that its Gauss rifles are energy weapons, and it even fully upgraded, it takes 2 hits to take out a tank.
Yeah, I just seen
but they're energy weapons, and nothing in this mission except the rare truck will drop energy ammo. Oh look, it's a mech!
That's what the doctor did not order.
The mech seems to...
This soundtrack really wants to be Command and Conquer at this point.
It really does.
Oh, and this texture thing is pretty great. That's gonna keep happening, by the way. That flicker. So I get out of the tank as quick as we can. I do not want you here, mech. Go away.
I also don't want you here, trucks.
Oh, there's a turret there. I didn't even see that.
Stealth turrets!
It wouldn't surprise me at this point.
I will give you credit on that one, Pop-Tarts. Like, that frickin' turret kind of came out of nowhere.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Ooh, fuck this shit, I'm out.
So much for stealth.
Oh, this thing still has the cloaking device. Because why wouldn't it?
Honestly,
so the cloaking device just you can just attach it to whatever.
No, all the mechs. Every single version of this mech, even the enemy, has the cloaking device.
Does the enemy ever use it?
Yes, it's irritating.
Okay. Also, I will say, Robokai, you said so much for stealth, and Scorch saying that from frickin' Republic Commando just ran through my
just
head.
activated the cloak. So you can only see it when it shoots, and your aim assist will miss about half the time.
Yeah, I noticed that was happening with MTU as well. The shots were just winging wide.
Mech battles still seem like a line dance to me, and I wouldn't change that for the world.
So he's right there. I can't lock on. He can't lock on. Oh, he could lock on. Fuckers.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it looks
the
like.
Fastest mech in the game.
This is what it looks like when ostriches fight over territory.
Yeah, this is the fastest mech in the game, but it's also the most lightly armored. We've got missiles and we've got a Gauss rifle, and that's it. And I accidentally kicked the door control.
Why
Wow!
not?
Okay, why is that a thing?
So we have to hack it to open it up. I was like,
Honestly, if you hadn't said that you did that accidentally, I would have accused you of doing it intentionally just to show it off.
Wow.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I mean, your defense, that's pretty obtuse.
That is very obtuse. I like it. This game, we keep talking about this game is full of so many fucking weird, obtuse design decisions. Things that work really well, and then like suddenly everything else is just like, this makes why? That's just another example. Why is that a thing? Like, who thought of that, and who programmed it, and who thought that was a perfectly well spent time?
I have absolutely no idea.
You didn't even finish your cutscenes, but you managed to program kicking a console. Fucking well done.
They finished their cutscenes enough to put them in the 2-minute-long music video that plays when
Finish their
if
cutscenes
you
enough
leave
not to
the game on the start
menu.
menu.
Draft and a frame at the beginning of these things.
This ain't Meatloaf. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. This fucking doesn't work.
God, these Hackman mechs are actually really fun to watch in motion, though. Like,
Oh yeah, they're silly, goofy
hate
legs.
that.
I'm just continually in love with the way these mechs just like swivel around down below while the top stays perfectly still.
There's this one like incredibly Miami sort of dance music a song that basically has a refrain that goes shaky, 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 and that's all I can think of.
It was a helicopter that was shooting us this whole time.
Sorry, say what?
Sorry, I was just... Helicopters continue to be my bane, and there are a lot of them in this mission.
Oh, no, rains helicopters, of course helicopters.
Where did that turret even come from?
The turret in
It
place.
was there the whole time.
God. Like, you had an entire fight with a mech, destroyed 2 major installations, and it didn't do anything, and then it was all of a sudden there.
That's because it was in a really bad place.
Cool.
Like, if you think about it, that turret had no coverage because it was on a lower plane.
You can sneak around the side.
It also had no reason being there with relation
Foster
to...
tells us to sneak around the side here, and thanks, autosave.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, as with any time the game tells you to sneak around the side, it's lying to you. Always go in the front door.
Yeah, you mentioned this on an earlier episode. If you go through the side door, all of the dudes at the front door eventually just hit you directly in the butthole.
Well, if you go in the side door here, it forces you to use a bunch of turrets. And we know how I feel about turrets.
It's not just you feeling this way about turrets. This is like an objective evaluation about turrets.
Turret sections are just a thing that video games could not stop doing for a long time. I don't think I've seen it as much now. I feel like people are starting to realize that they're not fun.
I am not going to lie here, and I'm sorry to interrupt you. This section is legitimately hard, and it's legitimately hard because of those people, the infantry troopers.
Really?
Because you can't stop them spawning in. And so every 10 seconds or so, there's another 6 of them that just show up.
What a colossal
They're pew-pewing at you.
pain. Like...
Again, design
Oh,
decisions.
look, we're at half health.
Oh my goodness. Also,
And those tanks are coming out fast.
Robokai, for what it's
Yeah,
worth, I
they
completely agree with you. The only difference is that at some point, I think it was around 2010 or so, people just sort of randomly decided, or didn't randomly, they basically came to the decision that turret sections should not be a challenge, they should be a reward. Which is basically when you shifted from the turret sections of a game like Mech Assault 2 into the turret sections of a game like Space Marine, where you're literally invincible, you cannot lose, and it's just a shooting gallery to reward you for having
I think that has a lot to do with the fact that they just couldn't make it enjoyable. They just went, fuck it, and made it so you can't die.
There is wisdom in that.
This is where the
honestly.
back door
There is
comes out, by the
wisdom
way.
in saying, you know what? There's no way to make this enjoyable and fair in a normal situation. So we're just,
It takes 2 missiles to take out an enemy
because of
spawn.
course, it
Sorry
would.
about
Dude,
that.
like
Then we can move
that's
on
also
and
another
figure
line
out
of
what these
bullshit that
fleet
you
plumbers
shouldn't
are
have
up
had to snort.
Oh look, there's an Uziel over there. We're already 3 bars of health down. I'm sure this is going to go well. Oh, it's not an Uziel. Sorry, it's the Belial with the 2 Gauss rifles. So it's twice us.
I love the noise.
You're gonna hurt his filialings. Misnaming him like that.
I know a lot of people say you make a lot of bad puns, but I always crack up whenever you make one, so I like forfeit my right to complain.
Look, I think people need to understand the bad puns are basically a form of like for me, like laughing is okay for people to respond, but so when people like recoil in like horror and groan, that's actually what I'm aiming for. That's the sweet spot. I'm just like, I lean back in my chair and go, yeah, but I achieve that.
Oh man, absolutely.
It's really just like, why are you ignoring me? Why are you damaging all of those trucks? Do you know how much they cost?
I was looking for upgrades because I'm on basic levels on all of our weapons. And that sucks. A lot.
God, I love. I'm just kind of hypnotized watching the lower half of your
Good job,
chest.
sir. We have to be getting
Like
close
I'm
to
not
the
watching
center
much
of
else of what's going on. I'm
pressure.
just sort of listening to the hard rock and watching the your lower half just
Swivel wibble.
swivel and gyrate. This is Elvis Presley all over again.
And
this is you.
yeah, there's no sense of scale to it. They just immediately flip around. I love it.
Good news, stealth section's
Okay, good.
over.
Hooray!
Except not really.
Oh,
The next section's on
It's even
foot.
better.
less hooray!
Here's the situation. I've hacked their radio codes, and I'm pretty sure... I know where the Major is. Clear an LZ, and I'll bring the Icarus in with the blood-ass ready.
Okay, fair enough.
This time we have to actually do stuff.
Steal.
Yeah, we
an
don't
enemy
just get to
back.
walk. We don't get to walk 2 feet and then like succeed in the first mission.
I mean that's quite
Well-
quite an objective it gave you there.
Fortunately, it's still really easy. Just plant a bomb at these rocks. Make sure you're behind any crystal. You don't have to go too far away, but as long as you're behind a crystal, you're invisible.
Are
So-
you also insulated from the bomb? Me driving the tank, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, got bad news for you.
Oh, God, I love
I
my
couldn't
life.
resist.
Oh, man.
They didn't even let you ride a tank, man. If it's any consolation, that goddammit saved us from a joke about it not being so crystal clear after all.
Oh, Lord.
That's right, guys. The assaulted mech assault was me on your ears. It's fine. That's actually
Catapult's a bastard.
that catapult is actually like seriously imposing on this scale. I like it.
Seriously is. Like, that is one thing they definitely got right on this
Looks
game.
like we
It's
caught them
just,
with their pants
you
down.
know, you're on
There's
foot.
a powered-down mech you
This-
can grab.
How many tons is a catapult?
Holy shit! That ain't.
We're in an atlas.
Yeah, I was about to say that ain't just a powered down mech.
Those tunnels to stop reinforcements from
Things you shouldn't leave the keys inside. This
Holy
motherfucker right
fuck.
here.
So this is the part of the mission where the fucks have been given already. I have no more fucks to
Oh,
give.
man.
Which, you know, it's also nice. The Atlas has 2 red glowing thumbs ups on its back.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely sets the tone for what you're working with here. Also, remind me, how heavy is a catapult? Isn't that an 80-ton war machine? 60-ton war machine.
65.
So, yeah.
The game wants us to be in that other catapult, because that's the one it shows in the
it can
cutscene.
eat it.
But they gave us an
Dick.
Atlas, so fuck.
Yeah, someone snuck that in, and they're like, "Hey, why is it?" And the playtest was like, "Is this not supposed to be that one here?" And the dev who did it was just Atlas Shrug.
Oh my god.
So the Atlas comes with artillery missiles, Gauss rifles, and the slow lasers, not the pulse lasers. The slow lasers do a lot more damage. So it's probably the best mech in the game. Thanks for kicking that other tank for me, other Atlas.
It's pretty impressive.
Good night, Gracie.
And he wants to give you the blood asp, and it's like, I don't know, man. Like at this juncture,
Doing pretty good.
Oh, boy.
As is.
I don't actually use the Alpha Strike. I'm regretting that already.
Honestly, considering how this thing basically alpha strikes things with one weapon, you might not be wrong.
There was one section I probably should have, but at that point, I was, again, out of fucks to give. I completely didn't notice this enemy spawner the first time. And I haven't figured this out quite yet, but all it takes is a single flight of missiles and it's dead.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Just wreck it and go. It's fine.
I didn't realize this was Wreck-It Ralph.
Continue to clear that LZ so I can bring the
I
Icarus
was
down.
just
Right?
thinking that.
You know, I mean, that's basically what you're being right now.
I'm reading
Which
inbound
is not a
areas. Watch
criticism.
out.
Keep it up.
Oh look, it's a catapult.
Yeah, he said inbound air units.
Monster.
I love its tracking, by the way. Its tracking is adorable. It just sort of taps someone on the shoulder and goes, "Good night, fucko."
Oh, there's going to be a moment coming up here where a helicopter just plows straight into a radar tower and just explodes.
Oh well, that's good. Saves everybody a little bit of trouble. And like,
You'll notice because the tower just sort of gives up on existence and also falls
Honestly,
over.
there's a lot of things that are giving up on existence when they see that Atlas walking towards them, and I don't blame them. I would too.
maybe there was someone in the tower and someone in the helicopter and they were in love and didn't want to die apart because the Atlas was going to kill them anyway, so they... There he goes. Yep.
Yep, right there.
That's so romantic.
I think it spawned inside of this. Is the
Definitely looks like it was actually like halfway inside of it.
Oh man, fucking brilliant.
Like that's how annoying helicopters are.
thing. Annoying enough that I will stop whatever I'm doing to shoot them.
Good advice.
Sir, you'll have to hold that LZ.
So we can
Looks like
either
the
go
factory
blow up
reinforcements
some
on
enemy
your position.
spawners, or we
You
can
need to
wait
hold
here
the
and
LZ
fight
until I
off
arrive.
waves.
We're trying to seal the tunnels to that area.
They both take the same amount of time, so I elect to go seeking trouble.
Yeah. No, I can get down with that.
Nice dodge there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's taking evasive action. Look at me, he's jumping and he's hopping and he's swerving. It's pretty good.
It didn't help him.
Nope. But you know what? A for effort anyway.
He keeps bopping his torso around. It's adorable.
He tried.
Yes, try being the operative term here.
That's one. There are at least 3 more, sir.
That's the easiest one to get. The others are farther out.
I'm digging the music here. For
Sadly,
what's worth.
they were smart enough to put them in a spot where you can't actually shoot them from the landing platform,
That's
which made me sad.
not a bad idea, to be honest.
I mean, from a-
like if you're gonna set it up as an option. do wonder if they were playtesting you like they were just like, let's just put some enemy spawners here and just tell people to stay there, and then all the playtesters just went hunting instead, and we're like, okay, well, I guess we'll just better put a trigger in case that everybody fucking destroys everything.
See, the interesting part here is that you presume this game was playtested.
Look, the game. I didn't say it was playtested by like super intelligent people, but like even Valve like hires people that can barely sign their own name. Like, I'm not gonna.
That's part of their entire thing, though. Like, Valve is just like, let's get the absolute stupidest people we can, and then we'll get them to test things. You know, this is when they actually still made games. This is fucking 2018, and they don't make games anymore. They just get.
Oh, they're making a card game.
God, don't even talk to me.
Puts gun to side of head. They're making a card game. They're making a Dota 2 card game. Run out of bullets ages ago, firing to wall angrily. When they to anybody who's not aware, when they unveiled that, it was to a live audience, and the live audience booed it.
Like, I mean, to a certain extent, like, I should put myself on record. Like, I'm a software developer myself. I've been doing it since Jesus, when did I graduate? It was 2003 when I graduated with a degree in computer science. So I've been doing it for 15 years now. I completely understand, like, the situation that Valve is in. They've made a couple of absolutely landmark games, and they have to now deal with the fact that they're victims of their own success. If they're going to go through and make another game, it has to be revolutionary in some way or another, or it's going to be bad in terms of what everybody else is doing, or what everybody expects them to do. So it makes more sense to just make a whole bunch, to just make a huge amount of money on Steam and go from there, right? So, from a basic understanding, I get that. I grok that. From a builder's understanding, you cowards! Get back to making things that are awesome! Do it!
Oh dear! Imagine.
Speaking of cowards, as I run
Yeah. Hey, those artillery platform guys can go like really high in the air. That's dangerous and scary.
My heat was maxed out. I'm not even gonna bother picking up those upgrades. I don't give a fuck.
It's a long journey back, and your Atlas is so very slow.
The catapult is just as slow, oddly enough.
Yeah, there wasn't really
slowest
gaining
mechs
on
in
you.
the game.
I suppose that's.
The Kit Fox could have, but it didn't want to.
Hey, look, you know, look deep inside your heart, and you may find that the heart of a guy who doesn't want to get horribly murdered exists within you.
I mean,
That's a nice explosion chain reaction. Someone was really happy with that one.
there's a reason they call it fight or flight.
I actually-
Flight occasionally wins out of those two options.
That's the better part of valor is discretion.
Even
Unless
if
it goes here in an Atlas, in which case the better part of valor is everything is exploding and dead.
the better part of valor is valor. No, I mean, like even back in like the 90s cartoon Gargoyles. Either of you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Wreck it.
I
Oh
do.
man, I loved that cartoon. But even then, like there were a couple of villains that would go up against the Gargoyles and just be like, discretion is the better part of valor,
Set the
Lorenzo.
Icarus down when there are no more hostiles.
So this is the part I should have used the Alpha Strike. But I don't. Because I forgot I had it.
Well, you know, it told you so very long ago, and this is
dancing
an
along with the music.
extremely long journey.
Gotta dance with the music.
Like seriously, you needed a Prometheus, and then this would be like Milo and Otis.
That Atlas swagger.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're swagging harder than Soulja Boy up in here.
Hey, look at that. I think this guy's quite a few left behind.
Jeez Louise, two of them.
That's like the third one we fought, and this is the fourth one that we've had sitting around. So
sure, but that's the first time we've had to fight two in succession right there.
no, it isn't. We fought two together back in I think it was the first planet, wasn't it? Or
You're not wrong. I meant in the context of this mission.
This was the first time it was supposed to be fair.
Sir, I'll be down in a second. I'll have the blood asp ready so we can go get...
Oh yeah, totally. We need that.
Thanks, Foster.
Yeah, we need the blood asp. Right.
Goodbye, Atlas. You would have made the next mission so much better.
On the blood asp ready. Can I just keep this?